Good morning. Today's thought for the day is taken from Romans 8, verse 21. But I'm going to read verse 20 as well. For the creation was subject to frustration, not by its own choice, but by the will of the one who subjected it, in hope that the creation will be liberated from its bondage to decay and brought into the freedom and glory of the children of God. Now, Romans 18 to 30, it has a theme of renewal, about renewal of all things. And Paul is saying that the creative order, it's out of joint. Creation is in bondage. And Paul is talking to the church about their present suffering. But he's also talking about not just suffering at a local or personal level, but he's talking about cosmic suffering and looking at future glory, a universal glory. And he's talking about when paradise returns. When the world went into lockdown due to COVID-19, it appeared that the world seemed to have a rest and nature was being restored to how it should be. Some cities no longer had air pollution, and people were saying that they'd been able to see mountains that they hadn't seen for years because they'd been hidden by smog and air pollution. And rivers and canals returned to their natural colour, and people were saying, this is good, this is how it should be. And for a while it seemed that the earth was free of its bondage to decay. On Saturday, me and Peter went to Edinburgh on the train. The scenery was stunning, with rolling hills and mountains and streams and rivers, and all looked well and peaceful and beautiful. It didn't look like creation was in bondage there on the train. But I received a text from a friend, and she was worrying about things going on in the world. She'd been watching the news, and she was talking about terrorist attacks and famine and war, and about tsunamis and fires and even plagues of locusts. And she said she felt like the world had gone mad. And I thought how we as Christians, how we're kind of torn between these two worlds, aren't we, of kind of knowing, living in turmoil, in creation, in turmoil, but yet knowing that one day when Christ comes again, all will be put right. It'll be restored to how it should be, and we in our rightful place. One commentator says of this passage that we will be God's agents in bringing the wise, healing, restorative, divine justice in the whole creative order. Wow, how can I do that? How can you do that? I guess that is up to each one of us to think and pray about what part we play in this. I'll leave that thought with you today.